Morning. The other day I could not stream because Amazon was down. And then when it got back up, I'll be honest with you, I didn't feel like it. I was like, it's the end of the day and I'm fucking tired. Like, do we really have to do this shit? And I don't think I had to do that shit, so I didn't. So good. So good. So yeah, I took the day off and I'm not mad about it. Now I'm just living the dream. Living the fucking dream at 7:20 in the morning. I did the tiniest, littlest, ittiest bit of a workout before this because after this, I am going to, what do you call it? I'm going to do a Jillian Michaels workout. Like, I know some people don't like her, but I don't have to like someone to like do their stuff. Like, I don't really mind her. All I know about her is that she tells me what to do when I work out. That's all I know. So like, she's never really, particularly bothered me because why would she? Because I'm just working out to her shit. Just, it's kind of fun. Kind of a thing to do. I hope you guys are all having a good morning. I am live. I am telling everyone I'm live. I have been just crunching on something I can do because honestly, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm super jealous. Happy Wednesday, everyone. I'm super jealous of all these OnlyFans chicks because they make all the money, like showing their feet and being gross, So I was like, how do I get that money without being gross? How does one acquire such things without being disgusting? That's where I'm at. How do we do this? So I was thinking I might start live streaming for my Facebook people because I've tried other platforms and getting subscribers on them is ridiculous, but I actually have a decent subscriber base on Facebook. So I was like, I could just start there. I mean, people talk their shit about Facebook, but you can't get us old people off of it. We don't want off of Facebook. We love Facebook. We love to hate it, and we're all still here. And that's just how it goes. Good morning. It's not a Christmas tree. It's an autumn tree. I will tell you something. I am considering not. Where is this coming from? Okay. We have volume coming through my headset. Did I figure it out? Yes, I figured it out. Hooray. Yeah, no, we love Facebook. So I was like, okay, maybe instead of going on OnlyFans and selling pictures of my feet to disgusting men, maybe I could just, work out and hang out with my subscribers and make dinner and stuff. And I could just do daily hang sessions. So I'm considering doing that. So subscribe if you'd like to. Would you ever consider being undercover of one of Avon's catalogs? Oh, no, they won't allow me to. I would have to quit my Avon business. Yep. Jordan Peterson must love Facebook. I don't understand what that means. Am I just slow? Other people who I watch do that here? Well, Facebook's problem is all the shadow banning, but I can't figure out how to fix it. But I'm like, maybe I'll just build my sub base here on Facebook. And, you have to figure out where you're going to offer all your sub-only content. And what people want is to just chill. Like, chill. So I'm like, maybe I'll just do that. I like Facebook because it has more than pics and links. Well, I mean, Facebook is a highly addictive app. So you're in it, baby. It's like trying to quit smack. It's not happening. On Twitter. Okay. I mean, I like Jordan Peterson and everything. He's like a, 90s liberal. But I don't think everything he says and believes in is great. I understand why a lot of people are anonymous online. Half of them do it to maliciously harm people, and the other half of them do it so they're not maliciously harmed. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Gals playing chess make a lot now. I have clothes on. I can't play chess. I'm playing chess where? On OnlyFans? Because that ain't happening. Never going to have an OnlyFans. How about only subscriptions on Facebook? Jordan, he's got a lot of hate inside of him. I mean, who doesn't? Who doesn't on this planet? Like, I struggle with it. Like, there's people who are really cruel and mean to me, and I struggle so hard to be gracious, to pray for their peace. You know what I mean? Because my default setting is people who go out of their way to be that mean to me is to be like, fuck this person, like from my soul. But then I'm like, how does that make me any better? You know what I mean? My coffee is so strong and I need to start sipping it lightly. Christopher Peters, thank you for the 300 stars on Facebook. Much appreciated. By the way, do you know if Avon still carries the Starry Night palettes? I don't think so. I don't think we do. I know that's terrible. I don't like that font. The font that we are looking at. I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, a cat's vomiting. I can hear it. I can hear the cat puking downstairs. I don't like that one either. Let's figure out a font. Using Chris, and thank you for the 300 stars. Yeah, I guess I have to forgive me for wanting to be a butthole. You know what I mean? I have to forgive me for wanting to be a butthole. Let's see. I like to play with fonts, guys. I think I like this one. I think that's the one. I didn't like the other one. Old Starry Nights palette in my closet. Maybe I should sell it on eBay. Well, right now, I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but I think I need to share it with you. It's that time. It's that time. I've been making my Christmas cards with Creative Juice. There's a guy on TikTok that brings up an issue and then gives anyone who pays like $5 a few minutes to talk with him on his platform. Oh, well, no, I don't want to like try to extort people for a ton of money. I was thinking if people just subbed to me on Facebook, I would do Facebook Lives for subscribers only and then say hi to them like that. I like that font too. I do. I just feel, I don't know, just feel like I need to have something behind it. Yes, that's better. That's the ticket, baby. That's it. I'm like, I feel like you can't really see it. That's right, Candace. That's my harvest tree. That's what it is. I need that. I still have my, guys, I'll show you what I bought. I bought things. So let's go to, where is new? Online, new arrivals. Here we are. I'll show you what I bought. I went shopping last night. Like, son of a bitch. I can never stop myself. Ugh. Let's see. I bought this for my mother-in-law. I almost bought the velvet pajamas for my mother-in-law. I got her this soft rib 2-piece set. I got her this bag and I stuffed it with like $400 worth of Avon. I was like, yeah. I got almost all this jewelry, almost all of it. I got all of this. I thought it looked like a peacock, and it was ridiculous and fun. And I was like, I want these. What else did I get? I got this snow globe. I got these 3 sitting Santas. I got this snowman. I almost got the reindeer, but I didn't get them. The Holy Family, I didn't get the Holy Family. I thought about it, but I have so many Holy Families. I think I did get this little church. I got the wooden sleigh countdown calendar. I have so many countdown calendars. I can't help it. I love these little villages, but I'm telling you that the Silent Night Church is the one. Yay, I'm glad Facebook is notifying you that I am live. Yay. But yeah, I think I'm going to do a bunch of sub-only streams on Facebook and build my empire, my only Facebook OF empire. So sub to me on Facebook if you would like to join my OF site. Oh my God. And I'll try to, there are never too many Holy Families. Alicia, I have nowhere else to put the Holy Families in my house. Like there's too many Holy Families. I even have a tree topper of the Holy Family. There's so many Holy Families. It's just too much. It's too much Holy Family. We've hit a wall. I only buy religious Christmas decorations just to help ensure they keep making them. Right? I feel like we're there, dude. I feel like we're kind of at that place. And just so you know, these things are limited edition and they sell out every year. Everyone gets all excited and they buy all the Avon Christmas stuff. Ooh, it makes me so happy. Not just an angel. Glad the Holy Family included Joseph this year. I know, poor Joseph. He didn't even get to score. He helps raise this kid. And then, you know, he gets the shaft. Oh my God, the wee door opens. You can shut the door and you can open it and a little gingerbread man with a cupcake is there. I think I have to get this. What site? Just go to adriannecurry.com and click on my Avon there if you would like to shop with me. It's basically a glorified link tree. That's what it is. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I got this guy because he's so cute. I have a bunch of these guys. Like you can make their legs longer. Get Snow Day ready with this season's favorite ambassadors sign and cheeks light up on off switch. Takes 2 batteries. Okay. Last year there was a Santa. No, a few years ago we had a Santa that you could record on it. And my husband that does movie trailer voiceovers recorded on it and it's brilliant. It's like, ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. And it sounds so good from this little recording, but at the very end of it, it goes, and it's motion censored. So every time you go by it, it's like this thing. And my mother-in-law laughs so hard because she's like, oh, it sounds so wonderful. That's my son. And of course, at the very end of it is a fart. There's a fart. What is this treehouse thing? That's cute too. Son of a bitch. What is the song that it plays? With tunes. What's tunes? Is it? Plays 8 holiday tunes. Oh, son of a bitch. This is why I'm my own best customer. Is because I just buy everything. I have a problem. Especially with the Christmas shit. Yeah, I got these little mini Santa figures. I thought they were very fucking cute. And then I got the little countdown thing because I love little countdown things. I love them so much. I grew up with Avon books everywhere. So glad your post came across my feed, was able to see you and your Avon. I loved you since Top Model. Well, hello and welcome. I make a living selling Avon now. But I'm also going to do a side hustle now, getting people to subscribe to my only Facebook, my OF account. on Facebook. And then I'm going to start doing sub-only streams for everyone. Because why the fuck not? You know, as I said, it's hard to get any subs on X, hard on Instagram, hard on YouTube. But for some reason, Facebook, I feel like I can bring them in. So I'll just do it there. The Silent Night Church plays no music, just lights up. That's how it should fucking be, Michael Brinkis. By the way, this year's Christmas cards were done by Michael Brinkis. And of course, this year I'll be doing the spend $60 or more in my Avon store and you'll get my cards. I'm thinking I might start it a little early. I usually do it November 1st. That's usually when I start. So yeah, we'll do November 1st. That's when I'll start. But feelings can't hurt me. My feelings are hurt all the time. They're hurt all the fucking time. I am so emotional. I am so sensitive. I mean, I cry a lot. I didn't used to. I used to bottle it all up. I remember someone was like, that's really, really bad. Don't do that. So I was like, oh, okay. And then I just started crying. Whoops. I still have your card from a few years ago. I put it out every year at Christmas time. Oh, that makes me happy. Yep. This year's card is, do I have it somewhere here? Let me see. Do I have it somewhere here on my Christmas 2025? Let's see. And there it is. Yay. Now I get to show you guys. This. Drum roll, please. That's this year's Christmas card. Newt, Drax, Zorg, Luna, and me and my husband. And my husband was like, I don't want my face on your shit. So we have a beard on him. Thank you, Creative Juice. Made by Creative Juice. That will be this year's Christmas card. That's it. And my husband's like, I don't want to be on your shit. I'm like, okay. Put a beard on him. Yep. All the new babies, Lisa. Madeline, I'm pretty sure I burnt that box of cards. I'm pretty sure I did. I had to have. I will never spend that kind of money on cards ever again. I just won't do it. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. If you can't afford to subscribe, don't do it. Don't sub to something you can't afford. Don't do it. Plus, I'm only going to be doing this on Facebook, my sub-only streams and stuff. It's just easy. It's just easy. Yeah, no, I did that to myself. I burnt it. I'm an idiot. I don't know if you guys knew this. I'm a professional idiot. I'm really good at doing dumbass shit all the time. Yay, I'm now a subscriber again on Facebook. I moved over to Rumble when you were having all those issues on Facebook, but I prefer Facebook, so this makes me happy. I'm telling you, us old people, we cannot shake Facebook. We won't leave. We fucking love Facebook. We old people, including myself, we love Facebook. Even though Facebook fucked me in my ass forever, I still love it. I love Facebook. Eat shit, everyone. I know you guys are like, I hate Zuckerberg. I hate all the rich people. Buttholes. All of them. I don't think honestly, okay, like imagine we all like went out to eat with Elon Musk. Do you think he's just normal? Do you think Elon Musk is a normal guy that you're really going to enjoy? Like, do we think that? Because I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if I believe that Elon Musk and us are all just going to be like best friends. Do you? Do you? I loved getting your Christmas card, except the damn mail sorter machine ripped it up and made black marks on it. I am telling you, I don't hate rich people, just hate evil people. Money is the great corrupter. I have watched people make it and go from good, decent people to literal assholes within a year. It's unbelievable. It is very rare to find, and I mean exceedingly wealthy. We're talking like Kim Kardashian wealthy. It is exceedingly rare for someone to be that wealthy and be a good person. And I know this because I used to have to fucking sit around Beverly Hills with these people. They're not what you think. They're not what you think. Well, us Gen X love Facebook. Well, early millennials, Zennials, is that what you call my year? Someone said Zennials isn't real. I think it was my husband. He was like, what the fuck is even that? It's like, that's just made up shit. And I'm like, I think it's because we can't identify with people born in 1995. Like, I remember the world with no internet, no cell phones, no social media. What was it? GeoCities? AOL chats? You know what I mean? Hey, dog. Hey, stop licking your paw. Come here. Come on. Let's discuss this. This dog. Tell them how you... Hi. Tell them how you just lick your paw. Hi. No, you can't lick my leg. She's licky. Come here. Up here. Hi. Licky. Say I can't help it. I just lick and I lick. All I hear is her. She sleeps in her bedroom all fucking night. Lick. I'm like, dude, this dog, stop fucking licking. She licks everything. She'll just walk up to you and be like trying to lick you. I'm like, get out of here. Yahoo Messenger. Oh shit. I finally found out how to send you stars. Janet Marie cannot, but Janet Gambita can. Why? I have no fucking idea. That's funny. That is funny. You guys are funny people. Funny people. It's true. I guess we're gonna... Janet, thank you for the 300 stars. That you have no fucking clue why you can send it to me here. Pagers, my son had... I didn't have a pager. I didn't have anything until I was 21 years old living in New York City. And that's when I realized payphones aren't going to cut it. Like, I had to get a cell phone because I moved away from home and I was living in New York City. You have a great day too, Diana. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, I left home. I'm living in New York City. I need a cell phone. It was a fucking flip phone. I truly think the downfall of humanity is when these became supercomputers, because that's what they are. Maybe yeast on her paw. Then what? Is there yeast all over me? All she does is lick everything. She tries to lick the cat. She licks the floor. She just likes to fucking lick shit. Weird ass. Hey, Licky. No licky. Luna. No, don't lick. Lay down. No more licking. Like, I can't stand the noise of it. It's anything, everything. She's like, I have to lick everything everywhere. Gotta lick this stuff. What's this on the floor? It's like, oh, it's nothing. Oh, well, I'll just lick the floor nonstop. Have I been to cabin fever days? Nope. Haven't. You know what? Like, I don't drink. I don't smoke. It's very rare that I like festivals and stuff. Farmers markets, yes. I'm like a fucking old fuddy-duddy, guys. Like, imagine the oldest, most fuddiest, duddiest person that you know, and that's me. I wanted to show you guys this. Can you imagine these fucking assholes being your parents? I usually don't feel bad for Nepo babies. And she's cute. Thank God she got more of her mother's looks. But imagine these people being your parents. Nothing was more freeing than finally realizing how poisonous these people are. The former model shares in a blog post in which she criticized her narcissistic, unreliable, addict family members. Where is she wrong? Where is she wrong? Anyone see it? Anyone see where she's wrong? I don't see where she's wrong. I don't see where she's wrong at all. Today I'm eating bone broth as my main meal, which kind of sucks. Bone broth. You guys hear me? But imagine these two being your parents. Ireland Baldwin is opening up about her upbringing, including her family life, ahead of her 30th birthday. Holy shit, she's already almost 30. I remember him calling her a fat pig. On Monday, the former model, who's the daughter of Alec Baldwin and his first wife, Kim Basinger, shared a long blog post on her Substack titled 30, Flirty, and Surviving, in which she reflected on her childhood, while also expressing some criticism towards her family, some of whom she called narcissists. Gee, why only bone broth? Because I'm fat and I need to lose 10 pounds. Alongside the title, Ireland, 29, described her post, turning 30, reflecting and dodging my family of narcissists. None of us could see this coming. Oh boy, I grew up without two parents in my home and no siblings to turn to. Yeah, I had a lonely childhood at times, which is why I grew up. Dude, because celebrities pop out babies and then hand their babies to a fucking, nanny. Nothing was more freeing than finally realizing how poisonous these people are. So I inched into my 30s with an understanding that this is how you break these cycles. My daughter doesn't have to know these people and I can protect her from them. Damn. She's like, we're going fucking no contact. Poor Luna. Kristen, not poor Luna. She just has to stop tasting everything in this house. Thank you, Kristen, for the 300 stars. Okay, so I can do my very best to construct my own idea of a family piece by piece and show how a real family treats one another. She's the only child of Alex, 67, and Basinger, 71. The former couple tied the knot in 93, split in 2000. Their divorce was finalized 2 years later. She has 7 half-siblings from her father's marriage to that fake brown person, Hilaria Baldwin. Let's see. Anything else? She did not mention any family members by name in her blog post, but has recently been spotted with both of her parents. We all know who she's fucking talking about. Susan, it went to your DM because you follow my page's channel. If you're on my Facebook and you don't follow my page's channel, go to channel, my posts, photos, everything on my page, and follow my page's channel so you can get all my notifications. And again, I'm just going to be pushing subscriber-only streams now on my Facebook. My version of OnlyFans, only Facebook. It's for us old people. Lisa Marie, thank you for the 500 stars. I really appreciate you. Thank you. I'm looking to make a little extra Christmas paper. So I'm like, I'll just hang out with my crew. That's what I'll do. I'm like, everyone else subs to everything else. You know how I know? I sub to all these people on fucking YouTube. Nerdrotic, Film Threat, I sub to people. So I'm like, okay. And I don't even watch their content. I just support them. I have 4 kiddos. I couldn't imagine just handing them off to a nanny so I could pursue my narcissistic, ego-enhancing job. Anyone born from 82 on knows the huge push in media that women should pursue a career and not a family. All I had was women telling me at age 27 that I was too young to start having babies and to wait. I'm not kidding. These were real and I was so confused because I'm like, all my friends already have babies. Like, they started having babies at 16, you know? This young woman had no parents, just genetic donors. Parenting is a verb, not a noun. And she was abandoned by Baldwin and Basinger, who are too self-absorbed to care about anyone else. 100%. 100%. I believe it. Born in 76, but I know what you mean. Yep, totally. Totally. I call her Hilarious Baldwin. That's funny. She has her dad's eyes and brows. Yes, she does. And she has her mom's nose. It's hard to tell with the lips because everyone has fake lips. What is this? Why Kristen Bell is being called weird and tone deaf? Why? Okay, couples who are over affectionate for everyone to see, I don't trust them. They're usually having eyes wide shut, like orgy parties and shit, but then they're like pretending to the public that they're so in love. As a former reality TV star that was in a very toxic relationship, probably he would agree. When you portray your relationship for the public, it is a fucking hell on earth behind the scenes. A hell on earth. Hell on earth. Hell on earth. So, who got a kick out of her caption? Some of her followers weren't laughing. Who clutched their pearls over someone's anniversary post? 12-year anniversary tribute to husband Dax Shepard sparked wildly opposing reactions. Why? She took to Instagram to celebrate it. Her caption, happy 12th wedding anniversary to the man who once said to me, I would never kill you. A lot of men have killed their wives at a certain point. Even though I'm heavily incentivized to kill you, I never would. And people got upset at this. She looks like a fucking child in his arms. I'm sorry. You little spinner woman, I want to look like I'm with daddy, a big giant. I can't possibly date a guy 3 or 4 inches bigger than me. Oh no, I need to come up right to his nutsack. That's what you little spinners do. Mrs. B95, thank you for the $20 on Rumble. I'm here, I'm awake. Have a fucking Wednesday, biatches. There you go. It was a joke and people getting offended are ridiculous, but does this not look like a father and his daughter who's like 7? Domestic Violence Month is why we have to shit all over them. They're tone deaf to the every fucking holiday. Every day is a new holiday and every month is a new thing and everyone has to be aware, otherwise clutch her I'm over it. For me, I'm over it. I've been abused in a relationship. Violence. Yeah, that doesn't upset me. This only upsets people who want to shit all over someone else's happiness. That's it. Dude, I have a friend who's like 5 foot nothing and she wants a man who's over 6 foot tall. I'm like, why do you want to talk to his nutsack? In high heels. Like, what do you get out of coming up to the bottom of his butt cheek? Adrian's husband was the first Twitch streamer I followed about 4 or 5 years ago. Does he stream it anymore? Why the heck would you name your stream Lady Duck Sauce? Because I'm his fucking wife. On Twitch, my name, my accomplishment of winning the first America's Next Top Model, that doesn't fucking matter on Twitch. You know what matters? That I fucking bagged duck sauce. That's what matters. Not who I am. Not that I was on TV. No one on Twitch gives a shit. I got one of the OG Twitch streamers of World of Warcraft, bitch. One of the most talented streamers that was ever on Twitch. Fell in love with him over that shit. And that is why my name is Lady Duck Sauce on Twitch, because I know who butters my bread there. And it's daddy's crew. But yeah, my husband has no social media. He has no social media, and it's because everyone's butthurt. They won't even let a couple celebrate. They have to inject their activism and beliefs in a funny post. Like, if you guys heard the shit me and my husband say to each other as a term of endearment, I think you guys would short circuit. And it's said out of love. We need to discuss Twitch. And by the way, I'm going to play this video by Ryan. We're going to comment on it, and I am going to start doing some shit to my face. Probably. I'm an Avon lady, by the way. If you need any, adriancurry.com. I'd love to sell you some Avon. Use some Rice Water Bright, some Beyond Glow Vitamin C. And yeah, that's perfect. I'll do a new Ultimate Day Cream. Is that what I want to do? Actually, no. Niacinamide. Beyond Glow Niacinamide. And what else shall I use? What else shall I use? You know what? Ultimate Eye Cream. Mama Duck will always be Mama Duck. Well, I changed my name from Mrs. Duck Sauce to Lady Duck Sauce because everyone was like, it's Matt's mom. Matt's mom married him and they have sex. And I'm like, what? She's his mother. She doesn't turn into Mrs. That's fucking gross. She does not turn into Mrs. That's me. He might be from Kentucky, but he ain't that Kentucky. Y'all got that shit twisted. I want to talk about Twitchcon. And the reason I want to talk about the SA, I guess I'm not allowed to say what it was at Twitchcon, is because I have views on this. And not everyone's going to love my views on this. But my views on this was I have been assaulted at Star Wars Celebration 5, and every single Comic-Con I ever went to, people grabbed me, even when I wasn't in an outfit that showed skin. So when women are like, women should be able to do this and that, they live in a fucking fantasy land of stupidity. Sure, if we lived in a utopia where the government didn't fuck us in the ass and no one robbed each other and no one broke into each other's homes and no one used drugs and no one bothered women and female teachers didn't fuck their little underage students and shit. Yeah, that would be a perfect world. Guess what? That's not the world we live in. The world we live in is you have to sit there and you have to protect yourself. And then people say I'm a victim blamer. I'm a victim of this shit. And here's a little taste of a while ago. FYI, when this happened, when I got sexually assaulted, TMZ and other people just made fun of it. They literally just made fun of it. Today, they're all like, oh, we've always advocated for women. Clutch our pearls. They didn't give a shit back then either. For real.
I saw on Twitter you said that when you were in your Poison Ivy suit, one fan got to...
Well, he came up from behind me, this guy, and he yells, comic books, and grabbed my boobs and slapped my ass and then started running away. My problem is I'm surrounded by other guys that do nothing. And I'm like, who raised you? Last night. Here's the problem. Now everyone's punished if they do something. If you grab these freaks, you're the one that's punished. And I have to tell women, you vote in policies, and our judicial system is ran on people who now coddle offenders that come up and harm women instead of, like, you know, punishing them. They just toss them right back out on the streets, if even that. You know what I mean? It used to be a big crowd of men would like hand them their butt. And I'll say, when I was at Star Wars Celebration 5 in Florida, a very inebriated man who I believe was an illegal immigrant was trying to get in his car. I had just come from Jabba's grotto party. So I'm standing there with like Darth Maul and all these people, and I'm Slave Leia. I'm not kidding. This is a true story. I'm glad you like my Silk Spectre. I love my Sally too. So I'm standing there, and this drunk illegal alien, I'm pretty sure he was an illegal alien. He spoke no English. He had his keys in his hand, but I guess he didn't realize it. And I was talking to my friends, and I turned around, and he reached under my skirt, and his keys cut my legs and my no-no area as he was trying to insert things into orifices. And I'll give the nerds their credit. They beat the shit out of this guy. The police took an hour and a half to get there. An hour and a half. We waited. And these neckbeards beat this fucking man. Every time he tried to get up, they just beat him more and more. And the cops only arrested him for public intoxication and trying to drive. Even though the ambulance came and the paramedics had me sitting there as Slave Leia with like my legs spread sitting on a fucking curb. They didn't even put me in the back of the ambulance to look at the damage in between my legs with all these neckbeards outside. I'm like, really, guys? Really? Are you serious? But yeah.
My friend was dressed up as a tigress, right? And we were out on the street, and some guy asked her, can I get a photo? And a guy dressed as a zombie decided to come up behind her, take his finger, and start shoving it in her butt crack. She thought it was me fixing her costume.
Belief moisturizing balm toner.
Well, here I am as Catwoman with a bullwhip, and I had the tip of the whip in my hand as well as the handle, and I literally just smashed him across the face a couple times before one of the guys in my group pushed him. So
That's something you find happens a lot?
I don't know, but what I'm really disappointed with is the lack of reaction of the men around me. It's like, here are women like screaming and defending themselves.
At that time, I hadn't realized how much women had villainized men. Girl boss, I do it all myself. Girl boss, I don't need men for anything. A girl boss that... No, we need men. We need the patriarchy to step up and protect us. That's why the Western world is safe. We need the patriarchy to protect us. The only reason we have any rights is because of the Western world's patriarchy placating us and telling us we're equal. And I know this because I've traveled the world and I've been to the places where they don't placate the women. They don't tell the women they're equal. And it shows. You know what I mean? Only Western women will be like, the patriarchy's bad. Duh. It's like, dude, the only reason you have a right to fucking say anything is those dudes. So if you want dudes to come to your defense, stop villainizing them and start fucking bigging them up and be like, hell yeah, you know, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. He a mighty, mighty good man. But I've always been a traditionalist. So I didn't realize that my fellow women were just shitting all over men every 3 seconds. And I was raised with good dudes, but I'll tell you, at Star Wars Celebration, there was a bunch of good dudes. All right, Beyond Glow, vitamin C with ferulic acid.
Right? Me and 2 of my friends, and then all the guys are like, oh yeah, look at that, look at that. That chick just got molested, cool, right on. And it's like, you know, step up, gentlemen, because chicks are going to stop portraying cosplay characters if you guys don't do something.
And I stopped going to Comic-Con after that. I stopped and never went back. That was it. That was all. That's all, folks. The majority of men will help out a woman in distress. Western men anyway. It's true. In other countries, they'll totally join. Been there, done it. Been there, done it. I was in South Africa and my armed doorman came to my rescue as I was screaming. And here's the deal. Every day I would come home and I'd bring him sandwiches and shit. And he was really nice. And he was an armed doorman because South Africa is kind of wild. Living there is wild. When you're not in the tourist areas, it's a little fucking dangerous, right? Well, they always said, if you're white, don't go out at night. So I went shopping. It was right down the street. And I didn't realize that it was getting dark. So when I came out with my groceries, oh man, it was dark. So I'm walking home and a man attacks me. And as I'm screaming, all the other men are like, get her, yeah, woo. They were all going to jump in. And my doorman heard me, man. That guy had been hooking up every fucking day. And he just starts shooting his gun in the air. And everyone was like, whoa. And I'm like, okay. Southern men are the best. I'm married to one. He's from Kentucky. So here's an example of, look at how TMZ frames this. Comic-Con, Adrienne Curry begs nerds, don't be pervs. She says an overzealous, over creepy Comic-Con fan got too intimate with her friend's ass simply because she was wearing a sexy costume. Pretty sure that guy will never do that again since Adrienne busted out a bullwhip on the guy. Not a good way either. It's like, I had to come to the realization, guys, ladies, if you value yourself, cover your body, man. You should be able to do a million things, but if you experience the real world, the real fucking world, not your fantasy land, we shouldn't have true crime shows showing all these people getting murdered. They shouldn't exist, but it happens because there's a lot of bad people in this world. So if you pretend that you should just have the right to exist and no one should touch you, you're living in a fantasy. I just started covering it up. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to cover it up because it's already difficult enough. I don't need to advertise this anymore and I'm fucking done. And dude, stop bothering me. The real world, like the one on MTV, right? And then everyone's mad about the Twitchcon thing. Look at this. America's Next Top Model stars allege horrifying on-air sexual misconduct. Alleged. There's video of the guy reaching up my skirt. What is this video? What is this? There's video of it. Like, but they say I alleged it. Like, what does that even mean? I allege? What? Cycle 1 winner. Get the fuck out of here. Adrienne Curry says a man reached up her skirt and totally touched her on the vagina on the streets of Paris. Said? It was on the TV. Here we are.
Like there was something on my knee. I thought, oh, there might have been something on my knee. Then he proceeded to try to shove his hand up my skirt towards.
She alleges. It's on fucking camera. Allegedly. This is before AI. This is 2003. That dude fucking grabbed him off. Allegedly. Yep, still live in Montana. Hey, John, sub to my Facebook. I'm going to start doing sub-only Facebook streams. Baking food and dinner and all that fun stuff. Yep. Why do women like true crime? I like to watch people get caught. Allegedly.
My crotch. So I was really upset. I mean, I was right there by the agency, but I couldn't even go in.
I got punished by the top model panel for not going in. Okay, so a guy grabs my vagina and I'm shocked and upset and I'm young and I'm in Paris. And then they almost eliminated me. You should have just forgot about it. It's your fault. Your fault. And they almost eliminated me for being too upset. You're unprofessional. Nobody fucking cried for me, you know? Isn't that wild? Okay, so she detailed a cringy photo shoot with an African male model. Like African from Africa? Okay, let's see. What does she have to say? Oh, it looks like it.
Martini has crossed that professional line, and I feel extremely uncomfortable. This Martini guy.
Let me tell you about men from foreign countries. Women are cattle and women are objects. All you feminists complaining about the Western world, you have no fucking idea. You haven't stepped out there, baby. I have. It's crazy.
He didn't catch the hint.
Okay, on-set erection. I had a photographer not only have an erection, but he grabbed it and started like rubbing it outside of his pants during a photo shoot. This is just fucking common, man. And that's why when people are like, you're victim blaming, when I'm like, put some fucking clothes on. I'm like, no, dude, I'm trying to fucking save you. I'm trying to help you. The frequency of me getting sexually assaulted went down 99.9999999% when at 32 years old, I put some fucking clothes on. I put fucking clothes on. These people advocating for you to like run around with it all hanging out, they're advocating for you to be harmed. That's it. That's all. No ifs, ands, or buts. They literally just want you hurt. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. They just want you to be harmed, harmed, harmed. And then I'm told I'm a victim blamer. No, I live in the fucking real world. I'm so tired of people lying and bullshitting. So I saw this bitch, I think she's going to make a lot of money. I watched a video of her and I feel like she's a caricature of a human being. Like she's been streaming so long, she's lost what acting like a human being is like. She's very cute. She didn't deserve this. Or maybe it's her switches flipped as a streamer, but the way she like talked and presented her stuff, I'm like, real human beings don't talk like this. It's very weird. But I saw this and they let the guy just get away after everything that she's been through. So I would just like to watch my boys Ryan's video, slap on the rest of my skincare. I sell Avon, by the way. Just go to adriannecurry.com right there. Go to adriannecurry.com, shop with me, make me your Avon lady. I'd love to fucking hustle you some skincare and some like Christmas stuff. It'll be awesome. I promise you, but let's play.
Twitchcon 2025 takes place over this weekend. And in the lead up to that, you had people like
last time I was at Twitchcon was 2015? 2016? And it was with my husband. Let me tell you something. Walking around with a 6'6" giant with a voice of God who's shredded. I don't think I've ever felt safer. Ladies, let me just tell you, when you hire a bodyguard, he's almost your height. Nothing against dudes. And he might be very capable, but the visual of a massive man is quite the deterrent. It really is. A new ultimate. I care. Let's go.
Specifically Asmongold, telling women, hey, you might want to not go to TwitchCon.
I've been saying this shit forever. When people are like, what? Just go to Comic-Con, go here, go there. I'm like, dude, people are nuts. And people don't know boundaries anymore. And no one gets in trouble anymore for terrible behavior. I mean, hell, we let people burn our cities down for 6 months. And everyone was like, yeah. It's for racial injustice. It's so good. Keep burning things and murdering people. Yay. Like, what? Like, this world we live in, as a female, I realize that females are having their compassion and empathy weaponized against them. And they're being told by politicians to feel compassion and empathy for bad people. But bad people need to be punished harshly, guys, not with kid gloves, harshly. The reason our world is getting worse and worse and worse is in America, they didn't used to fuck around. You did something bad, it's like, that's a hanging. Like, they weren't playing. And now it's like, oh, we have to coddle them. Oh, the Green River Killer, the Nightcrawler, coddle them. Death row for 30 years, coddle them. Fuck off. Didn't used to be that way. It was like, here's the Nightcrawler. Time for a hanging. Not have them sit on death row for 30 fucking years, costing us tons of money. But I digress.
This year criticizes Twitch CEO over safety concerns. Now, the safety concerns in question are about a lot of different things, including it's no one's to blame but Twitch themselves, because Twitch has decided to cultivate a community on Twitch, which is essentially all left-wing political activists.
I agree. Twitch used to be amazing. I'm on Twitch right now. Twitch used to be the fucking place. It was so awesome before Amazon bought them. In fact, my husband almost got banned because I walked in his booth while he was playing like H1Z1 or something, and I kissed him on the cheek. I just worked out and I had a crop top on, and they saw my belly button and they're like, "Ban duck sauce belly button, disgusting sexuality." And I was like, whoa, belly button? Fast forward to chicks were sitting on plastic chairs that were see-through with a fucking string over their butthole. Like their butthole was coming out on the sides. The starfish literally had a piece of dental floss over it. And Twitch is like, good, yes. Who do you think you're attracting to Twitch when you let like these hot tub streams? And no offense to this Amaranth bitch. She made tons of cash. But she helped turn Twitch into the gaming badass place it was to a fucking OnlyFans place. And it's like the people who enjoyed Twitch really, really changed Twitch for the worse. Hot tub streams. I believe it, Tree Farmer Charlie. I miss old school Twitch. It was the shit, man. It's where fucking nerds and geeks came together and enjoyed video games. Now it's like titty streamers and reality TV. And I'm like, this is crazy.
Crazy fucking people. That's who it is. And that's who the vast majority of their fans are. As it turns,
and they basically banned anyone who was right-leaning or independent, libertarian. And it became a really far left platform, which I didn't understand. Like, why would you want only one? You know, there are libertarians, there are anarchists, like real anarchists that just don't believe in government. I'm not talking about assholes destroying things. There are independent people. There are apolitical people that don't even vote because they're like, fuck this shit. Which, you know, I understand completely. And then Twitch is like, far left activism, everything must be for activists. Like, I think they had this program for content creators, and they had a Discord that I went into. And the whole Discord was like, our identities, our sexualities. And I was like, what the fuck does this have to do with streaming on Twitch? What is this? Nobody gives a shit who you fuck. This is not Brazzers. This is Twitch. No one cares what your skin color is. But then that's what Twitch became. And I'm like, that is crazy. I couldn't believe it. Unbelievable. Shared your stream to my page. Sharing Adrian's stream can help bring her new Avon customers. It's free to share. It takes literally 2 seconds. Janet, I love you. Like, dude, some of you guys are my greatest hype men. Yes, I'm an Avon lady, and all you have to do is listen to Janet and go to adriancurry.com. Make me your Avon lady. Yes, you are not supposed to be ruining your image like this. I had a poster of you in my locker in school. Well, that's your fucking problem. What, me sitting with no makeup on and a sweater? Is that ruining everything for you? Good. I wish I had to fart because I'd just fucking fart, cup it in my hand, throw it right in your face. There you go. You want me to ruin shit for you? Wafted right in your face. There's a place for politics and it doesn't belong everywhere. Well, Twitch's politics are far left only. That's it. No one else is allowed to exist on their platform. It's insane. And Twitch used to be nothing political. It was only fucking video games. It was the shit. It was amazing. It was awesome.
Turns out Asmongold was right to be concerned about safety because these are the headlines that came out. Popular streamer Emaru assaulted.
I'm going to use the idle palette. Avon's idle FMG. Little light. That dig out right there, that's from my fingernail. I didn't mean to do it.
At Twitchcon says event security let the guy walk away. Emaru accuses con staff of joking about how they didn't even see what happened in a lengthy statement. And this is the streamer in question, and I have to be very honest, just like the majority of streamers out there I'm probably not familiar with. I know the name vaguely, but I can't say I've ever watched anything with her in it. I can't say I really know what she talks about or anything. But this is her doing a meet and greet. And look, we've done a lot of different meetups.
You couldn't pay me to do a meet and greet today. People are nuts. After that Charlie Kirk shit, and you see people like, yes, he deserved to kill, murder any Christian, kill. I was like, what? Get them out of here. Hell no, we're done. Milk toast Mr. Rogers motherfucker, and everyone's acting like he was like Satan, you know? And he's one of those Christians, like, I probably wouldn't like his church. It's weird for me, you know? Super buttoned up guy. Like literally like your next door neighbor that like, hey, that's the super Christian family. They're really nice, but they're like super Christians. So watch your mouth. And they're like, he deserved to kill, destroy. And I'm like, okay, we're done. I'm done. That's crazy. Talking about this motherfucker like he was like Michael Vick fighting everyone's puppies he stole out of their backyard. I was like, this is crazy. People have lost their minds. You couldn't pay me to go make a public appearance now. I'm sorry, everyone. I just don't trust society after that.
And gamers with Nerdrotic, people from the Fellowship, all of that. We've done a lot of that stuff before.
Kirk got his for what? He was Christian. Jesus. A Christian saying Christian things. Oh, like if you advocate for that, that's like literally every church in America. That's crazy. That's crazy. I peed with excitement when I heard he got, well, then you're a psychopath, Brian. You're a horrible human being. You're talking about him like he was the fucking Richard Ramirez. There's like, I think 99.9% of what Whoopi Goldberg says is disgusting. I would never want anything to happen to her because I'm not a psychopath. Like you have to be a demon, an actual psychopath to think that way. That's disgusting. I don't understand people. I don't understand them. I think Dick Cheney is literally Satan. I want you to understand that. Like he shot his friend in the face. He got away with it. Just that alone is like, what? Halliburton. He ran the country, not George Bush. I don't want him to be assassinated because I am not a psychopath. That's psychotic. And I really dislike Dick Cheney. I really do. And I hope he finds a redemption arc before he goes over Rainbow Bridge. I do. Even evil people, remember that, was it 2 murderers were strung up next to Jesus and one was like, I'm sorry. And he's like, see you in heaven, bro. Like, I do believe in real redemption. Rare, but I believe it. I believe it. I can't with people, man. People are evil anymore. I don't know if social media just broke their brains, right? Or like people pretending that everyone's a Nazi today. And you can look at the camps and the photos of camps and the things that the Germans did, and you're like, I'm just going to pretend my neighbor's just like that. Duh! And it's like, you're an idiot. You're an actual idiot. You can be like, I hate this asshole. They vote away, I don't, and I think they're a butthole. Okay. That's fine. Even then, that's a little too much. Like when I grew up, my ex, my childhood sweetheart, him and his whole family were like pro-Bush and everything, and me and my whole family were not. And I thought Dick Cheney was the devil. And I wasn't like, you're all to be punished and shamed, because I wasn't a psychopath. That's what psychopaths do. The only thing I know about Dick Cheney is you don't go quail hunting with him or you'll get shot in the face. Sorry.
And certainly it's a little bit different than TwitchCon, which is massive. But we've done plenty of meet and greets. We do things like this all the time. It's very
What is it?
different when you're a man meeting fans than when you're a female that's meeting
It is very different.
fans. I'll say that right up front. And luckily, I've never really had any issues with somebody getting a little too crazy or whatever in a line. However, sometimes this is what can happen.
I had a man walk up to me, scoop me up, like pick me up physically, and start walking away with me. Well, shoving his face right here in my face at a celebrity signing. I had a woman, don't just put this on men. I had a woman follow me home 2 hours in my car after an autograph signing and photo op. She found out where I lived. She would then drive 2 hours, 3 days a week to walk back and forth in front of my house screaming to me. One day I pulled into my garage and I looked around. I was careful. Like I looked for her everywhere. I didn't see her. I pull into my garage. I get out of my car and she has me cornered in my garage. And I had to pick up a shovel. And I had it in her chest, like the pointy part of the shovel. And I gave a good shove. I'm like, don't you fucking make me do it. And she's like, but we could just be friends and wear your skin. I want to wear your skin. Like fucking crazy. Fucking crazy, dude. Women, I hate to say it, men might touch you. Women are the worst stalkers I've ever had in my life. In my life. Whether they love you or hate you, the shit they're willing to do, ladies, something's wrong with you. I would take a gross guy like trying to kiss me 10,000 times over the evil that my fellow lady is capable of when it comes to stalking and being weird.
Now, this dude who was just walked past a bunch of security people, a bunch of different things, because this is the person who's doing the meet and greet. There's people in line. You have your turn. You have your opportunity. Take a picture, talk for a little bit, all that stuff. This dude just walks up, grabs her, and attempts to kiss her. Okay?
Her security guy's too small. If you're second in command, it's fine. He's as tall as she is. I have to be honest with you guys. Like, my husband's 6'6", 260 pounds of fucking rock. I highly doubt that dude would pull that shit. And I know people are like, that's, you know, discriminating against body. Men fear big men. Men fear big men. If her security guard was huge, that would not have happened, because men assess the situation and they'd be like, that dude was huge. He's as tall as she is. She looks like a small chick. Hold on. The security should not be off to the side. He should be right next to her until it's photo time. He was too far away. I'm sorry. That was too far away. I am telling you, I've never had a bodyguard at an event that was small. And I'm like 6'4" in heels. Like, you have to discriminate. Just imagine if some huge Kevin Nash looking motherfucker. Emaru is half Asian, so tiny. Well, I'm just saying, he's not like some big, huge, massive dude. Now, granted, Joe Rogan's very small and could kick your ass. I'm just saying, physicality, visually, when a man goes up and assesses, can I get away with this? If someone the size of my husband duck sauce is standing there, my guess is that probably wouldn't have happened. I'm not blaming her. I'm not blaming the dude. The dude was a hero, did his thing. You should have your bodyguard right next to you. That's it. I'm content with us being online friends. I'm not that great at maintaining my own real life relationships. I'm either busy or lazy to do too much. I'm sorry. I'm too lazy to fucking continue this friendship. It's not you, it's me.
And somebody has to come up and shove him. Now, I heard reports that this isn't even Twitch security. That's her person that's there that noticed and shoved this motherfucker and kind of got him to go away. But obviously, she gets taken back very quickly. I think that was her person as well. Not Twitch staff, not anybody like that. This is...
Keep in mind, Twitch knew this bitch was attacked in Santa Monica by a gross guy that found her. And I think streaming like these IRL streamers do, I think it's very fucking dangerous and stupid because people are fucked up. Like, I learned my lesson. I never share anywhere I'm going. I might after the fact, but I ain't sharing it, you know, while I'm there. I'm so weary of this world because I've been part of it for so long. And you would think now that I'm just an Avon lady, you know, that no one would give a fuck anymore. I thought so. It's the reverse. I feel like more people stalk me and are fucking crazy about my shit now when no one should care about me at all. It's very weird, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. It is really, really weird. You would just think, oh, hey, she hasn't been on TV in forever. Who cares? Nope. People get crazier and crazier. And it's because there's no repercussions for this behavior. 15 years ago, 10 years ago, if that dude had tried that on a woman, he'd be getting his ass beat right now. There's nothing intimidating about an average or short bodyguard. No offense to short people because I'm short, but visually it doesn't make weirdos think twice. 100%. It's threat assessment. Threat assessment. Now, if he's like super, 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 super crazy, that dude may have still tried to carry that through. By the way, I sell Avon, guys. I do. AdrianneCurry.com. Come shop with me. It'll be awesome. Come support your girl so I can pay my bills. You know you want to. All right.
Fucking nuts. Right? This is nuts. And she's obviously spoken out about this. And what's even crazier, because things like this, unfortunately, can happen when you get a bunch of people and security is a little bit lax or whatever. The response from Twitch is under a lot of fire as well. Fans called to shut down Twitchcon after shocking attack on streamer Emaru. And although they put out a statement and fucking Dan Clancy's retarded old ass, this fucking boomer retard queer.
Ryan dropping shit like it's what? 1995? I feel like I was just in a time capsule at junior high listening to people talk to one another. That's what that sounded like to me.
This dude who just wants to be like a popular kid or something. That's who your Twitch CEO is. He says, we're looking very closely at everything that happened. I care deeply about Emaru. She's a friend of mine, so I want to see how we can support her. Well,
you could support her by having better security that goes and fucking apprehends these motherfuckers. You can't just sit there and try to make out with people.
That's interesting because when you actually listen to him speak, it almost seemed like he blamed some of that on the streamer. Now, this is Taylor Lorenz interviewing him. What a fucking loser. It's 2025, you stupid old bitch. You don't need a mask anymore. I never really did, but listen to this.
I like Ryan. He makes me laugh. You guys should sub to him on YouTube. He's hilarious.
And others. Obviously, we saw one Twitch streamer yesterday, Emaru, get assaulted by a male fan, and a lot of streamers have, especially female streamers, have talked about, you know, the danger that they feel from these sort of toxic, I guess, parasocial kind of creeps. What are you guys doing?
It's because Twitch culture has turned toxic. It's because Twitch has literally changed to be a toxic hellscape of like OnlyFans chicks and stuff. So if you're a chick on a site that's full of OnlyFans chicks, it's, you know, it's not going to work out for you. By the way, everyone subscribe to me on Facebook. That's my OnlyFans. It's only Facebook. It's for boomers that don't show their feet or do sexual favors for money. That's me. My hopes is I make money by not giving you nasties. No, I'm going to do live streams.
To prioritize safety, because I know also a bunch of Twitch content creators said that they were too scared to even come to Twitchcon
Glimmer Sticks cream eyeliner
on this year, just in case something like what happened yesterday would happen.
The safety of our creators is the top priority. The challenge we face is a challenge in today's society. It's not limited to Twitch. It extends throughout our society. I do think that when you're live streaming, in many ways, since you control your community and you can ban people, you can make it so that those people that you don't want engaging with you and just...
Wow, bro. Wow. I hope she sues. Wow. Wow. If I was his PR agent, I would literally be dumping a turd into my pants. This is the worst PR I've ever seen anyone do for themselves. This bitch wasn't dressed up like a hoe. This bitch was just existing. What a fucking douchebag. What a douchebag piece of shit. Holy crap. Oh my gosh.
thing with you aren't there. Okay, it's very different. You know, when I use other short form content and people say all sorts of stuff, well, I can't stop that. But when I live stream, they basically don't bother me. Now, what happened yesterday obviously was something that...
He's a fucking dude. It is totally different for chicks, and I'm not being Little Miss Victim, but even dudes know this. When chicks prey on someone, it's usually a kid, like all those sicko teachers banging the underage kids. They prey on children because that's how they can one up and be the strong man. Dudes prey on chicks because they're just stronger than us. And what are we going to do? But that's why women predators are almost always preying on, you know, junior high boys and stuff and getting arrested and all that nasty stuff. But holy shit. And he's like, well, it doesn't happen to me. I have to look at this guy. He already looks like a douchebag. I can't see without my glasses. Bro. Pretending he's a cowboy. What the fuck?
We care deeply about securing this environment. You know, we're looking very closely at everything that happened there, and I care deeply about Emmy. She's a friend of mine, and so I want...
She's a friend of yours? You're like 90 years old, bro. You don't need to be friends with little girls, for one. Let's just put that out there. You don't need to be her friend, dude. You're like her grandpa.
Want to see how we can support her. This is just
And like, you listen to what he said. When you're a live streamer, you can really like cultivate and control your community a little bit. That feels like you're pushing blame onto somebody, right? Because of the thousands of people that someone may have watching them at a time, and I don't know what her average viewers is. I'm not sure. I couldn't tell you that. But obviously, she's very popular. The thousands of potential people that you might have following you, or commenting or whatever, you can really curate your community and make sure that these things don't happen. Fuck off, dude. Like, absolutely fuck off. And
Fuck all the way off directly into your asshole and keep fucking off until it pops out of your little fake cowboy mouth, bro. What are you thinking?
what was Twitch's response after this happened? Did they ban the dude? Well, they had to. Let's look at Twitch's response, and then we'll actually look at the community note. Twitch, the safety and security of those attending TwitchCon is our highest priority. Behavior.
If it was, they wouldn't have banned her security guard. They banned her security guard for holding a dude down that, tried to get up on her shit until the cops came and they're like, oh, your security guard assaulted someone. So they punished her top security guard dude for actually doing his job.
Displayed by the individual involved in the incident yesterday was completely unacceptable and deeply upsetting. In line with the existing TwitchCon security protocols, law enforcement and event security were on site and responded to the incident. We immediately blocked this individual from returning to TwitchCon premises, and they are banned indefinitely from Twitch, both online.
Why is he not arrested? You can't just try to force your tongue down someone's throat, guys. What do you mean banned from Twitch? Dude already has a sock puppet account sitting on Twitch. He's probably watching me right now. Fuck you too, guy.
And in-person events. We're coordinated with impacted creators team and per our standard protocols, continue to cooperate with any law enforcement investigations. Now, apparently this guy hasn't been actually punished by law enforcement. There's nothing out there, so who knows if they're being genuine about that or not. We have increased security at the meet and greet attendant check-in point. We'll have additional security personnel. Well, thanks. Here's the community note. Twitch allowed the assailant to walk originally and was only pressed to apprehend him after Emiru's manager pushed for it. The individual was allowed to walk originally. Twitch allowed the assailant to bypass several barriers and creator lines. Here's Emiru's tweet on this. And she put out a
TwitchCon used to be full of decent people because the people who watched Twitch were watching people play H1Z1, Fortnite, World of Warcraft, fucking, Halo, old school Mario Brothers. They weren't watching like, I'm a girl that shows my butthole on webcam. It's my butthole sitting on a clear chair with a string over my brown eye. Look at the pucker. And Twitch was like, yeah, who do you think you attracted there? And then they blame this bitch who wears clothes. She wears clothes, dude. But then you have a platform full of fucking OnlyFans bros now because of the content you allowed. What the... I miss Twitch the way it was. Oh, it was doing so well, too. It was huge. That's why Amazon bought it. And then it's her fault that we allowed Amaranth to be like, juicy, wet pussy, juicy. Girl, go to OnlyFans with that. Get the fuck off Twitch. Twitch is for gamers. They destroyed Twitch, not this chick wearing clothes.
A lengthy statement about this, being critical of Twitch and everything they did. And then guess what? Guess what? Apparently, their initial response to this, per Emiru, and we're going to listen to what she says, was to give him a 30-day Twitch ban. 30 days. That was the punishment for this dude.
I've been talking.
Oh, the hot tub streams were... It was the death of Twitch. It used to be, it was only that Casey Tron bitch with her tits out. That's what it used to be. That was it. And I think even she just sat there playing games all the time. But that was like the extent of what Twitch was. Again, I'm using the Idol palette because I'm so cool. I'm just like, maybe I'm just an old boomer that's like, I miss Twitch the way it used to be, but I miss Twitch being about video games and not a bunch of fucking hoes. And then you have all these dudes that just sit there whacking it on Twitch all day because that's what Twitch is. And then they come to the convention. So instead of a bunch of cool gamers, it's a bunch of fucking dudes with their dicks in their hands.
To Twitch people, and I'm really upset.
Look at how clothed she is. She's clearly not an OF hoe, you know? She's just a bitch that does the chick stuff, I guess. I don't know what she streams about, but the way she's dressed, my guess is it's not hoe stuff. Just a wild guess.
Because I noticed a lot of negligence around the event, and I'm not
Worst lie sold to women ever is promiscuity and selling your body as empowerment. 100%.
happy with the way that they're handling it now. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, well, I asked them, you know, like, what are they gonna
Super Shock mascara.
do about this? And you know what they said initially? They said, oh, well, he's banned from the platform for 30 days. What? And then she's obviously like, hello? Like, that needs to be indefinite. What the fuck are you talking about? Also, that's like nothing to do with anything. No one gives a fuck if he's banned on Twitch or not. Like,
And
30 days.
It had to be pushed to actually ban him on the platform. And
It's because it's a platform that turned to degeneracy instead of like gaming. Twitch, come back to us, man. I have one of the oldest accounts on Twitch. If you're on Twitch, you could click my little name. You could see it. I've been part of this since Justin TV, man. And we all watch Twitch turn into the most glorious haven for us geeky neckbeard gamers to what felt like a hustler account. So now, like I said, I imagine Twitchcon is no longer just full of fucking gamer nerds, and it's full of these gross guys. Yuck. No one wants these gross guys.
here's her whole post talking about this. And like I said,
Wait, what do you say? Let me see what you said. Big fan from Top Model Days. Cool to see you on. Well, hello, JYK. It's not host stuff. What do you mean? Banned for 30 days. Now account number 2 is alive. Yeah, right. Margaret and Colonial Sanders. Definitely not a thought. I think AVN and Exotica have much better security than TwitchCon. Are those porn conventions? I'm guessing. I like a lot of the only chatting streams, but ones that are more about comedy and conversation. That's fine. But everything was just chicks selling their butthole. Whatever happened to those fucking clear chair butthole chicks? Just putting their actual asshole just right there, like their pooper. And you could see, because like I said, they'd put like a G-string on and it covered that much of their butthole and you could see the pucker all around. And I'm like, this is Twitch. It's full of kids and gamers. And there's an actual asshole on the screen. I'm looking at it. I am looking at someone's fucking brown eye on Twitch, which used to be Justin TV, which used to just be a bunch of fucking gamers. What is this? It's a butthole. I think you say the word butthole as much as I do. I fucking love saying butthole and bunghole. It is my favorite. I fucking love it. I don't like saying asshole. I like saying butthole. The way it sounds. Butt. Hole. Hole of butt. Brown eye. The stinker. Balloon knot.
things are very different if I go to a creator meetup or something like that than if a female, especially a prominent female streamer, does. There are differences between men and women. I know a lot of you woke freaks, a lot of you degenerate fucks refuse to believe that and think that, well, whatever you put in your profile is what you...
That's what endangers women, is this push that we're like equal. We don't need men. We need men to protect us. As that video showed with her security. We need men to protect us. I'm tired of vilifying men. Men, Think of me as an Uncle Sam poster for you. We need you, gentlemen. Don't let these angry feminists that just have cats and they have no boyfriends and they live alone with no kids, no prospects, and they're all depressed. Don't let them dictate what women need. Because women are tired of this shit. We want men to protect us. My life has been amazing ever since I got a traditional male in my life who has no problem protecting me. And I have no problem letting him. None. It is so wonderful to feel that traditional, he's being the dude and I'm being the chick. I don't need to fucking girl boss. I don't need to pretend that I have the nuts. And don't get it twisted. If something happened where like a bear had an upper hand on my guy, I'd be like, goodbye, bear. We're done. Kablam. You know what I mean? Twitch seems to have been overtaken by degenerate weebs, furries, and people who dream of going to AVN and Exotica. That's what I'm talking about. They destroyed, and it was so successful. That's why Amazon bought it. It was such a successful platform to just be for gamers. Newsflash, there's lots of gamers.
There's differences between men and women, and there are differences between men and women when they go to massive social gatherings like this. Certainly, security needs to be far more on point for something like that for a female creator than it does for me. This is what she says. Hello, everyone. I'm okay. Thank you for all the kind messages. Sorry I can't respond. Yesterday, the man who assaulted me was allowed to cross multiple barriers, even in front of other creators meet and greet, to grab me and my face and try to kiss me. Fortunately, he wasn't able to, but a lot of people pointed out could have been a lot worse. I'm shaken up, and it's not the first time I've had to deal with something like this, but to tell you honestly, I'm a lot more hurt and upset how Twitch handled it during and after the fact. I don't understand.
But that old man said he's her friend. That's what friends do, is they blame their friend for the man who jumped all security and sexually assaults someone undeserving, not even dressed like a hoe. It's definitely her fault for not banning people from her stream. That poor fucking kid. I hope she sues the piss out of him.
Why he's allowed to make it to me in the first place. The security in the clip who reacts is my own security. And even though her favorite and usual security guard was banned for holding a stalker's arm to bring him to police at a past Twitchcon.
Think about that. Your security did their job? No. See, at TwitchCon, we let sexual predators go. We're like, yay, thanks for coming. Grab all their asses, sexually assault, even try to hold them down and force yourself on them. No repercussions. We all clap. What are you doing, Twitch? It's because they don't want the word to get out to the cultivated audience of psychopathic OnlyFans consumers. Since they ostracized all of us gamers, they don't want the word to get out that there's repercussions for being a fucking pervert, gross fuck.
So these things happen at TwitchCon, and they wouldn't let her security guard, who saved her from a stalker last time, go there. However,
Jill, you don't need a man in your life because you live in the Western world. And I'm not even saying it to be mean. The only reason you have that choice is because you live in the Western world. Like if I dropped you off in Lebanon, it wouldn't fly. You wouldn't be like, oh, it's my choice. And that's the one thing I always remind women. I've traveled the world. I've lived in foreign countries on work visas. Western women don't understand that the only reason that they have a choice is because Western men let them. Because we see the truth of when men don't let you girl boss in other countries. And the truth is you're dominated. It took a lot for me to accept that because I was like, I'm such a strong woman. And then I was like, actually, I am only what I am because of the strength of the men around me protecting my right to be that way. You know what I mean? That's it. Because I couldn't do this in Palestine. I couldn't do it in Lebanon. I couldn't do it in Turkey. I couldn't do it anywhere else. Even in Europe, the sexism is so much stronger there. Everyone romanticizes it. In Paris and Italy, the men are like, we are here and women are there and everyone laugh at them if they have an idea. Ha, 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 ha. Like, that is how it is. And I'm telling you, unless you leave America, you think it's your choice, but when it boils down to it, the only reason we have these choices here is because good men defend them. What's the first thing that happens to women when shit hits the fan in society? When the grid goes down? What happened in Hurricane Katrina? What'd we hear? Tons of men forcing themselves on women. It's the first thing that happens. Everyone turns into a Viking. They want to grape everyone and pillage. You know what I mean? Oh, girl, I hear you, Jill. I hear you. I understand. I had to understand my picker was broken. I picked bad men and I had to fix it before I went back out there. But I also understand that men can be so bad that you don't want to try again. I get that too. Oh, Candace, that made me sad for you. I pray that that's something that you get. But yeah, thank God for the patriarchy in the West. Thank God for you guys. I know that women are always downplaying you and shitting on you, but I want you men to know I've been all over the world and I've seen the truth. And I thank you. I thank you. I thank you for placating us here and giving us equal rights, because it was yours to give. It wasn't ours to take. It was yours to give.
However, there are at least 3 or 4 other TwitchCon security staff in the area who did not react and let the guy walk away. As you can see in the clip, since they don't even appear in the frame. The woman who's walking me away is my own personal manager.
You're right, Andrew. Vitamin C illuminating primer.
Booth, my only 2 friends who were checking on me and comforting me were her and my friend. None of the Twitch staff came to ask what happened or if I was okay.
Wow.
My friend who was present told me Twitch security were also behind the booth afterwards, joking about how they didn't even see what happened and immediately laughing and moving on to talking about something else. Now, I do think that you're going to be super hypersensitive to everything that happens if something like this happens to you and all of that.
Twitch has generated a culture of disgusting guys to the point where even their security is just like, ha, 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 when something like this happens. That's sad.
But there's no question, right? In Twitch's statement, they said the guy was immediately caught and detained.
I kind of love this palette on my eyes. Look how good this looks. Like, stop. When I work out in front of my husband and I jiggle it everywhere so he could be like, damn, girl, I'm going to look good while I do it.
All right, it's a blatant lie. He was allowed to walk away from a meet and greet. I didn't hear he was caught until hours after he attacked me. And I feel like it only happened because my manager pressing for it, not because TwitchCon staff present thought it was a big deal. And this is what I'm saying. There's no doubt.
Birthday balm lip creme and Bella Cocate.
That Twitch massively fucked up this entire thing. From their CEO going out there and saying, well,
that CEO, I mean, wow, dude, did not give a fuck. Unbelievable. And then to sit there and claim he was her friend. 1, creepy. 2, you ain't no one's friend. You blamed her. He blamed her.
You really have control of your community when you live stream, but I really care for her. She's a friend to me. She's really important to me. Security failed at every level. They didn't even fucking do anything in the aftermath of this guy until we were pushed for hours and hours and after this blew up and went viral. And then even then, they were only going to ban him for 30 fucking...
So this goes to prove what I've been saying forever. Is this culture of pearl clutchers, all the virtue signaling people, none of them mean anything they say. And Twitch just proved that. They literally just virtue signal to look like they're virtuous, but they're really not. When it comes down to it, when you peel back the fucking layers, it's all bullshit. They are all bullshit. I'm an Avon lady, by the way. I don't know if you remembered, but I sell Avon. AdrianCurry.com is where you can buy a whole bunch of shit. Christmas is coming, like winter. Come to my website. Go shopping. I have dude shit too. I have lots of Christmas fun things I'll show you before I leave today, but you should go.
Days on Twitch. That was their suggested punishment. But I'm sure, and she went out and she streamed about it and she talked about it. That's where we got this clip from. But it's fucking crazy. I think that, look, I've streamed on Twitch before for a while. I've streamed on Twitch. It's been a very long time. But the people that, for the most part, one of the reasons that Twitch has such a bad reputation right now is because of what they allow their creators to get away with and what they've been pushing constantly for like years and years and years. And it's pushed a lot of normal people off of their platform and towards other platforms. Now you have a moment like this in the aftermath of Asmongold, literally telling women to stay away because of security concerns. And then this happens. And of course, you know, Asmongold has something to say. He wrote a diatribe in response here, right?
He's very intelligent, by the way.
Last year at TwitchCon, Nimplal, I don't even know how to say these, or Wake Wilder were sexually assaulted live and on camera. Twitch made no statement and pretended like this didn't happen. That type of behavior is disgusting, wrong, has no place. Anyone with a brain knew if this happened to a female creator at any time, Twitch's response would have been completely different. Anyone with a brain had that proven last night. To me, this proved an undeniable cynical reality. Twitch doesn't care about sexual assault. They care about the optics of sexual assault.
I send Avon brochures to all my customers. So if you shop with me next month, I send a catalog in the mail. It's the only way I do it. I no longer send the catalog in the mail to people who aren't buying because I actually financially started going belly up because people requested catalogs and didn't shop with me. And then all of a sudden I was $1,000 in the hole. So in order to keep my business afloat and to pay my bills, I can only send catalogs as a thank you to customers. So I have a digital catalog that's fully interactive, but then I send a gift for you to be able to take a shit on the toilet and not get spied on. I send this in the mail, and then you could like look through all her stuff or little Christmas stuff. It's fun.
If they had cared, they would have approached it with men in the same
Thanks, John.
way as the guys that got assaulted last year. This proves their motives are driven by optics rather than principle. Under that reasoning, it could be assumed that Twitch would allow the same thing to occur this year. Why wouldn't they? They got away with it last year. Even now, Twitch refuses to apologize to Emery or even name her. Innocuous to the uninitiated, but obvious to the informed. Right? That's fucking crazy. And he did say, this was today, a couple hours ago. Crazy to me, Twitch just straight up lied about protecting creators from sexual violence, and there's a video evidence that proves it. The fact that an Amazon-owned company actively tried to cover up sexual assault should be a lot bigger.
Because all of these companies that are like DEI, women are amazing and DEI, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. They don't believe in any of this shit. It's all bullshit. Bullshit.
Story than it is. Well, it's a pretty big story, and I don't think it's gonna go away anytime soon.
Follow Ryan. He's got a great channel. You should follow him. He's great. Oh, but boop, I'm gonna go ahead and like his video. It's all bullshit. They don't care about anyone other than themselves. They don't care about anyone. Very quickly, I just want to cover the No Kings protest, just very quickly. The Communist Party of America was a sponsor. They are right here, CPUSA, the Communist Party of the United States of America. Communists. So it used to be, you know, all the people that are like, the Russians are bad. Guess why they were bad? Communists. And everyone's like, oh, but we love communism. Then why do you hate the Russians? For what reason? It's because you're too young and too fucking stupid to know why we hated the Russians in the 80s. Too young and too fucking stupid. The fact that this protest was funded by the Freedom Socialist Party and the American Communist Party. And everyone's like, it's so organic when the communists tell me to march. No, it's not. Organic wouldn't be organized. Organic happens. Occupy Wall Street was organic. That was organic. That was an organic protest. That's what it was. Organic. What's this?
But first, I want to talk about this so-called No Kings protest. Your team exposed this, and you found a poster. Apparently, they're touting the communists.
Yeah, well, it's actually sponsored. If you look at their sponsorship of the No Kings rally, it says CPUSA, which is the Communist Party of the United States of America. And it actually has the same symbol that the old Soviet Union used to have on.
The Russians are bad. Oh, look at our Soviet Union symbol. Oh my God, we love Russians. We love communism. You know what? I feel like half the kids in our country might as well be Soviet scumbags at this point. But they're too fucking stupid to even know they are. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable how dumb everyone is. I swear to God, thank God I grew up without social media, because I feel like it's rotted everyone's brains directly out of their head.
When my team first saw it, they looked at it and they said, is this for real? We researched it, and sure enough, you can see it right there in the bottom left-hand corner where it says CPUSA.
Okay. So you say that was just one and done? Well, this is in Idaho, I believe. This picture is taken at the No Kings protest in Boise, Idaho today. Think what you want and protest Trump all you want. But communism is the true destruction of democracy and the real rise of dictatorship. The only equality is that people are all equally poor. Talk to someone who's lived under a real communist regime. Learn how people have starved to death or were driven to suicide. I don't think I'm allowed to say that. Communism does not work for the people, never has and never will. And everyone's like, oh, I went to the No Kings protest and I know I joined the communists. I know I did it, but I didn't feel that way. It's like, this is why I stopped being a Democrat is they refuse to distance themselves from the psychopaths that have, it's like a fucking parasite. It's a parasite. Communism, social, it's like parasitic. And for some reason the left are like, we have to protect the communists. We can't say we have a communist problem. There's a communist problem. Good morning, Lenny. There's a fucking commie problem, guys. And they hate Russians, yet they fly symbols of Soviet Russia. I don't understand it. I can't figure it out. It has to be just sheer fucking stupidity. I don't think the Soviet Union ever fell. I think it infiltrated our colleges, and now they seek to topple the United States of America from the inside. Well, if we had a king, Trump, the government wouldn't be shut down. Trump's agenda would be going through. Like what? He's just a president, dude. He's out in a couple years. We'll all be fine. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm out of here. I had a great time with you guys making fun of Twitch. That is always fun to me. I sell Avon. I am an Avon lady. Buy the women in your life some Avon. Buy yourself some. Ladies, buy yourself some Avon. AdrianneCurry.com is where you go to shop with me. Those of you on Facebook, subscribe if you can. I'm going to start doing subscriber-only streams so we can have a more intimate OnlyFans-esque, my only Facebook for us boomers that wear clothes and aren't hoes. It's going to be fun. I promise. I promise. I hope you guys all have a great day. Please support your girl. Hi, kitten.